Just a bit about myself to start off with, Adam. My name's Armand Jean Toms. I'm a Looe boy born and bred. My mum is Belgian. She came here during the war. As it came into the edge of Ostend, where she was living, they all jumped on their fishing boats and came over here. And of course, they originally went to Brixham and then came to Looe, and of course when she came to Looe she met my dad. One thing that's common about both families, where you look back on either side, the fishermen, you know, people think that's an ordinary job, but it's a way of life and it's a tradition. The Tom's name in fishing is continuing, so we're locally connected. I organised the trawler race and other things, so people like what I did, and they voted me for Cornwall Harbour Commissioners. I'm still a Cornwall councillor, 17 years on, and I became a Looe Town councillor in about 2007. It's been good. I was mayor for 4 years. A great honour for a Looe boy born and bred to be nominated and be mayor for that length of time. I've made speeches to hundreds of people and things, you know, and represented the town in many different guises. It's a great town, it's got a great history. When you look at the recent findings in Israel of ingots of tin that were 3,000 years old, which came from Cornwall. So Cornwall has got a great history, and Looe's got a part of that great history because we exported copper and arsenic and granite around the world. Granite Quay was where they used to dress the granite. That went away to build all sorts of buildings. You know, many of the most popular buildings in London that had granite in them, and that granite came from Looe. When you look at where Looe was, probably they reckoned in Roman times that more people would know about Looe than they would about London.
Right, name's Murray Collins, fisherman out of Looe. I take anglers out. I used to fish commercially and take the anglers. Consequently, the system that you're up against with quotas and regulations, I took the route of solely taking anglers out and put all my eggs in one basket and followed that goal. It's proved very successful. People have leisure time to spend money on their hobbies, fishing being a big hobby. Fishing industry in Looe basically started many years ago. Very traditional means of fishing: pilchard drifting, crab potting, hand lines, long lines. These were predominantly the means of catching fish. The boats in Looe initially were powered by sail. In the early days, either oars or sails to propel them. Now you've got modern diesel engines as a means of propulsion. The boats have got bigger and more capable. Some of the newer, younger skippers have gone bigger with their boats, and they've moved their boats to Plymouth, which isn't a tidal harbour. Unfortunately with Looe, there doesn't seem to be the younger element coming into the industry, which is a concern when you think there will be a skills shortage at some point. The youngsters these days, they probably don't want to get up in the morning at those stupid hours. They don't want to get wet and cold, and they earn better money or as good a wage from a normal job. Then you sort of roll on to the next thing about Brexit, where everybody's hope is that it will change and Britain will stick up for its fishermen. If the government stick up for the fishermen, yeah, there could be a better future. But the way it's been, successive governments have sold the fishing industry out. They've been traded off against other bigger business, the finance industry, etc. And you can't, there isn't enough men left in the industry to defend their corner. Best times of year to go fishing? Well, looking at it from our point of view with the angling, it's the summer. From sort of April right through till October, the boat's at sea 7 days a week if the bookings are good and the weather's good. You know, every day, which, yeah, it's tiring. It's a good job. It's nice. It's enjoyable. Meet a lot of different people, but it's full on. It's every day, and if the weather's good, the boat goes. The shark fishing has got better the last 5 years. It's turned around a lot. You're catching more sharks, which is obviously now catch and release. Years ago, they were all brought in, and you had them hanging up. You had your picture with them hanging up, but that's a thing of the past. And now we tag and release them. Yeah, the weather puts pay to everything. If it's good, you'll go and you'll keep going until it deteriorates. But you look at where you've got to go, where in the sea, what trips you've got on, and if it's doable, you take the people. But invariably, you'd fish harder weather commercially than you could take people out in, because it's meant to be done for pleasure. Recreational fishing is meant to be done for pleasure, and if they're rolling around and sick, they won't want to come back out again. What do I like about Looe? The community. That's a big part of it, I feel. You've got a working harbour. Unfortunately, the fishing fleet has seen years of neglect, and it's a fraction of its former self. But you've still got a working harbour, which is vital, I think. And like I said, a community, and it's a lovely place to live, to work, to bring families up. You've got so much to do. The kids have stuff to do if they put their mind to it. If they go out the beach, go out the rocks, get a small boat. You know, there's plenty of opportunities. Although a lot of the kids say there isn't a great deal to do, it's what your mind makes of it.